Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new SEGA News Bits. I'm your host, George. With me is Barry.
Hello.
And today we're going to be talking about TecToy releasing or gonna release the Mega Drive. And it's going to be the original. So it seems that TecToy is actually learning from the NES Mini or NES Mini Classic or whatever it's called. And they're going to re-release the Mega Drive in Brazil, but they're going to keep the original form factor, the original controller. They've done re-releases in the past. I think in 2008, they did a re-release when they made their own Guitar Hero clone on the Sega Genesis, and they called it the Mega Drive 4, and they resold it out there. And they even did TV commercials and the whole shebang, so it was like a big thing for them. And Brazil still loves the Sega Mega Drive. This will come with 22 pre-installed games, and we'll go through the games in a little bit. Support original cartridges, which the NES Mini does not, and it comes with one controller and a micro SD slot, which a lot of people are hoping that they could load their ROMs, you know?
Right.
So here's the thing. It only has composite output, and it does not have HDMI, which is a real killer for modern TVs, this is supposed to be easy access to Mega Drive games on your high-definition TV, and they won't let you do that, apparently. What do you think about these features they've announced?
I mean, for me, the big question is how does it sound? Because I think the one major thing that they've screwed up time and time again with these is the sound quality. Looking at it too, it looks smaller. Like it's actually a tinier version, right?
They haven't shown it next to the original Mega Drive, and I don't know when they're going to do that, but it does look smaller to me too.
The cartridge slot, doesn't on the original Mega Drive, it doesn't go all the way across. I feel like it's nowhere near as small as the NES Mini, but it's still pretty tiny looking.
It looks pretty nice. I mean, I like the way it looks. Like you said,
it does look cool.
Like you said, it's all about the sound, which is something that these devices can never emulate properly. But I have hope, and somebody in the comments said that they're using they're trying to mimic original hardware, which that's kind of a load of shit these companies usually put out. I won't believe it until I hear it, obviously. Mm-hmm. It's going to cost $125 USD. It's up for pre-order right now. You guys could pre-order it. We'll even put a link in the description box of this video. It's up to pre-order in Brazil for $125 USD. I mean, US dollars, real money, right?
Or, the 399 Brazilian reals.
Yeah, I don't know how much that is and how much, if that's expensive over there, but $125 US dollars for this unit. It's double of what the NES Mini. And yes, you do get a cartridge and you do get a micro SD card slot, but it's also double the price and it doesn't have HDMI out. I mean, what's your take on that?
It's a mixed bag, I think, because the games look pretty decent. There's some good games there. The cartridge,
which we'll go through right now.
Oh yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, let's go through it right now. All right. You want me to just do them, or you want to go through them?
I'll go through them if you don't mind.
Go for it.
We got Alex Kidd, and let's just say if this is a good edition or a bad edition. I would say that's a good edition.
Yeah, Alex Kidd's fine.
Alien Storm?
It's not my first pick, but it's a pretty decent pick.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good pick. Altered Beast.
I would say, personally, to me, no, but it isn't kind of an iconic game, so I would be fine with that.
I agree with you there. Arrow Flash.
No. No.
What is Arrow Flash?
It's like a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game where like you're a ship, I think.
Yeah, no. Bonanza Brothers.
Sega really loves to put this in collections, I've noticed. I mean, this is not Sega, but they love putting this thing in collections. But yeah, that's a decent title. It's unique.
That's a fun game. I think it might be kind of a rare game, too, so that's a good addition. Columns?
I'd rather have Puyo Puyo, but it's decent enough. I mean, if you like columns.
Yeah. Decap Attack?
No, I don't think Decap Attack is that great of a game. I like the aesthetics of the game, but not my favorite game.
I think it's a decent addition. It's a quirky game. It has its fan base. eSWAT.
That one's pretty decent. It's really underground. I don't really hear too many people talk about eSWAT. I've been Instagramming a lot of artwork for it. I like eSWAT for what it was, but I don't know. What do you think? You think this is one of the iconic games that you need in a collection?
I don't think so, but I think it's one of those games that more people need to check out. So I think it's a good addition in that sense. It's kind of a hidden gem, maybe. Fatal Labyrinth.
I've never played this game, actually, so I can't really have much of an opinion on it.
Yeah, I don't really have much of an opinion on Fatal Labyrinth as well. It's a role-playing game, so it so far on this list, it's the first role-playing game to show up. Interestingly, Naoto Oshima of Sonic the Hedgehog fame worked on it as an artist, so that's kind of cool.
What about Flicky?
Oh, Flicky's a classic.
You think Flicky deserves its own spot on this 22 list?
Yeah, I guess not. Gain Ground.
Yeah, I like Gain Ground. It has a really good one song, it seems like, really, when you play it. But it's a really good song, let's just say that. But no, it's a good game. It's a really cool co-op game. It's just nobody ever talks about it, but it kind of shows up in these like re-releases a lot.
Yeah, I think in terms of variety, it's a good addition too. Golden Axe.
Oh, dude, you have to have Golden Axe. This is a must, I think, on the Mega Drive. So, yeah, I like that.
How about Golden Axe 3?
What happened to 2? We're going to skip it? All right. Let's go straight to 3.
I don't know where it is.
It's kind of like when I watch the Matrix movies. I watched the first one and the third one, and I'm like, what the hell happened? Then I watch the sequel, and then I don't know what the hell happened.
Still doesn't make sense. Jewel Master.
I've never played this one. Is it a puzzle game? Because that's what it sounds like.
It sure does sound like one. If you don't mind, I'm going to type it into Google. It's weird looking. What is this? Boy, well, you know what? If you've never played Jewel Master, now's the time.
Since I've never played it, I'm going to say yes, it's a good one.
It's an action-adventure game. It's not a puzzle game.
Huh. Interesting. Could be good.
Let's play it. Let's see. We have Kid Chameleon.
That's a really weird one. Like, I think that game kind of aged a little badly with the, its aesthetics of cool. But I don't know. I don't think it's the most terrible game, but it's still not one of the, I think, iconic games on the Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah, it's a good. I think it's an interesting game. I think it's a good addition, but it's one of those games that Sega, I feel, were trying to push when they didn't really know what they were going to do with the Genesis. Like, kids were going to be playing Kid Chameleon 3 someday, or Kid Chameleon Generations. I don't know. Last Battle.
Isn't this like kind of like Fist of the North Star looking game? That's like a side-by-side fighting game? Is it a fighting game?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's a side-scrolling martial arts beat 'em up.
Okay, yeah. That's an interesting one because I never really see this one come up in these re-releases. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's iconic.
No, you know what? And I mean, a lot of these games coming up here are like the ones I look at and I'm like, I'd rather play a different game.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, here's a good one. Outrunners, your favorite Outrun spinoff.
It is my favorite Outrun spinoff, but I heard that the Sega Mega Drive one isn't as good as the arcade one, so no.
Okay. Sega Soccer.
I've never played this one, and I didn't even know there was such thing as Sega Soccer. Have you ever played this one, Barry?
Which Sega Soccer is it?
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's just Sega Soccer. Wow, that's pretty generic. Thank you for letting me know that we have this one.
I mean, World Championship Soccer's a Sega game, which has gotten good reviews. I think it's going to be very popular in Brazil, so that's a good addition.
Yeah, they like soccer over there.
Shadow Dancer.
Yes, not a lot of people talk about this game because of how great Shinobi 3 and Shinobi Revenge of Shinobi were, but this is a really good game, and I think it's a great addition to the lineup.
Much agreed. Shinobi 3?
Of course, this is probably the number one talked about Shinobi game. This has to be in the collection, so yes, this is a good game.
Now this is a weird one, and I'll explain why it's a weird one after I say it. Sonic 3. And it's a weird one because it's coming at number 21 on the list. There's no Sonic 1 or Sonic 2 or Sonic and Knuckles, which usually are the go-to like first 4 games they'll stick on one of these things.
Yeah, it is weird because, I mean, Sonic 3 is just one of those games that we don't really see being brought out in these collections, right? This is something that we've been asking for. There was even that Sonic 3 Remastered, a campaign to have the people that did the remasters on the iOS. They're now doing Sonic Mania to do Sonic 3 Remastered, and never happened, and it seems like Sega is not really touching Sonic 3 or Sonic 3 and Knuckles. What are your thoughts about this one?
It's weird because, like you mentioned, there are some legal issues. Maybe they can include it just because it's a straight port, maybe because it's Brazil. I just find it strange to see Sonic 3 alone without Sonic and Knuckles. You're basically getting half a game.
Pretty much.
The final game, number 22, is Turbo Outrun.
Woo! Just fucking around. You gotta go fast, dude. No, I'm joking. That one's all right. I mean, I'm not that into Turbo Outrun, but it's pretty cool that they, I guess, have it in the collection. Maybe Outrun is really popular in Brazil. I don't know. If you're from Brazil, you could let me know about that.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess if you're from Brazil and you can understand us, are these good picks? Are these games that people love over there, like Sega Soccer and Last Battle and Jewel Master? All the classics.
Just let us know what you guys think about the re-release limited edition Mega Drive in Brazil. Are you going to import it? If you're from Brazil, what do you think about the collection? And is $125 USD too much for this? Sound off in the comments.
Bye.